The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have issued a statement after it was revealed that the Sun newspaper paid an American private investigator to obtain personal information about Meghan Markle in the early days of their relationship. The couple said now is a moment to reflect on the predatory practices of the media, which they say are reaping irreversible damage on families and relationships. The publisher of The Sun, News UK, accepts it paid the investigator, but insists it never asked for or knew of any unlawful activity. The investigator admits to breaking the law.
People in Cumbria, Cornwall and Northumberland will be among the first in England to get ultra-fast broadband. It's part of the government's plan to roll out high-speed broadband to the majority of homes across the UK by the end of 2025. Originally, ministers promised to roll out the technology to every home, but their target was reduced to 86% of properties last year.
It's Red Nose Day, and tonight's socially distanced comic relief is going to feature big names in a night of entertainment on BBC One.
Yes, there are some very big names. So we have new sketches from The Vicar of Dibley, Michael Sheen, David Tennant staged, and Catherine Tate with James Bond. Star-studded programme raising money, of course, to tackle hunger, homelessness, domestic abuse and mental health stigma.
Beware Judi Dench with a vacuum cleaner. That's the message from that. Let's take a look at some of the front pages today. Now, many of the papers are leading with those reassurances about the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine. The Telegraph quotes Boris Johnson saying the jab is safe. The thing that isn't safe is catching COVID.
Let's have a look at the Times. They've got a similar lead story on its front page, also featuring a photograph of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge visiting an ambulance station that is in East London.
Sturgeon misled Parliament is the banner headline in today's Daily Record, reflecting claims that Scotland's First Minister, Nicola Sturgeon, gave incorrect statements to the Alex Salmond inquiry. Ms Sturgeon has said that she stands by her evidence.
And let's have a look at The Sun, following up on a story we mentioned yesterday on Breakfast about a horse racing fan. So yes, you might remember this, who stood to win £500,000 on an accumulator bet that was being offered £250,000 to cash out, so not go for that last race. The paper has a picture of the punter Paul Dean looking very pleased that he made the right decision. He did cash out, and the horse that he would have been backing apparently fell, so it would have all gone.
Sigh of relief.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So yesterday I gave you goats and cows. Do you remember?
Yep.
Today I give you ponies. These are conic ponies, and they're in the Wickenfell Nature Reserve in Cambridgeshire. And I just like the picture. They're fighting as the foaling season has begun. So just a picture of them kind of, you know, treading out their turf, establishing their hierarchy. A
subject that's always close to our hearts here in connection with sleep and waking up and how you wake up. It is apparently today, I didn't know this, World Sleep Day. And 1 in 4 people apparently say they're struggling to stay asleep or sleep long enough. I think maybe some of those issues have been, brought home even more by the pandemic. But they sort of go through a timeline of the day about the things you can do to best help yourself for sleeping. And interesting, it starts 7:30 in the morning. So obviously there's the thing about how much you've slept. But then one of the things they say here is, if you can, you open the curtains really quickly and get a blast of light, hopefully bright light. Yeah. And that sort of jolts your brain into action much better than a gradual sort of just turning the light on gradually. So they say apparently just go for it right from the start, and then all the usual rules about not watching TV, computers late at night, that kind of thing.
The thing is, when you wake up at the time of morning that we wake up for this job, sometimes all that's needed, it's not light outside, big light on. Big light. It's tough.
Everyone's got their own little rituals, haven't they?